So, an overview of the 6 kingdoms. Let's start with the animal kingdom. Are their cells eukaryotic or prokaryotic? Of course they're eukaryotic. All animal cells have a nucleus. On your chart, you should fill it in like I've done here. Each time you need to fill something in, this chart will pop up to make sure you keep up with it. How many cells do animals have? Are they unicellular or multicellular? Multicellular, of course. How about consumer, producer, or decomposer? What are animals? We're all consumers. Do animal cells have a cell wall? You looked at them under the microscope. Of course not. Can animals do the locomotion? Can they move from place to place? Of course. And do animals live in extreme places? No, most members of the animal kingdom don't live in places that we would consider to be extreme environments. On to the plant kingdom. Eukaryotic or prokaryotic cells? Of course they're eukaryotic. They have a nucleus. Are they unicellular or multicellular? Multicellular. How about, are they consumers, producers, or decomposers? You know this. Plants. Of course, plants are producers. Do they have a cell wall? Of course they do. Can plants move from place to place? Nope. Although they can follow the sun, watch the little video. That's not what it means by moving from place to place. They can't pick up their roots and walk to a new spot in the ground. This is an example of something called phototropism. Photo meaning light. They're following the light. Do plants live in extreme places? Nope. All right, on to the fungus kingdom. Are they eukaryotic or prokaryotic? Eukaryotic. All fungi have cells with a nucleus. How about their cells? Are they unicellular, multicellular? Can they be both? Yep, they can be both. Most are multicellular, but some are unicellular. Yeast is the only example I can come up with as being unicellular. How about, are they consumers, producers, decomposers? This is actually a trick question. All fungi are consumers, and most are decomposers. So not every single fungus is a decomposer. Some of them are actually parasites. So all are consumers, and most are decomposers. Do they have a cell wall? Yep, just like plants, fungi have a cell wall.
I like to move it.
Do you think they like to move it? Nope, just like plants, they're sessile, they're stuck in one place. And do you think they live in extreme places? They don't. They don't live in extreme environments. This is a really cool one. It's called the starfish fungi. All right, you have a Venn diagram, so I want you to compare and contrast the fungus kingdoms, the plant and fungus kingdoms, sorry. If somebody is sitting near you and they're at the same place you are, you can work together. But if you're the only one done or you just prefer to work by yourself, that's fine. On to the Protist Kingdom. Are they eukaryotic or prokaryotic? Eukaryotic, they also have a nucleus. Soon we'll be looking at these under the microscope. That's an amoeba. Are they unicellular, multicellular, or both? Oh, they're both. All of the ones we're going to look at under the microscope are unicellular, but there are plenty of multicellular ones. How about, are they consumers, producers, decomposers? Protists are pretty interesting. There are some that act like animals, which means they're consumers, some that act like plants, which means they're producers, and some that act like fungi, which means they're consumers that are decomposers. So there's a mixture of all three in this kingdom. Do they have a cell wall? Well, some do. If you look at this video, this one's called a Frostula. It has a glass-like cell wall around it. It's kind of that white outline. So some have cell walls, some don't. Animal-like ones tend to not have cell walls, whereas plant-like ones do.
I like to move it.
Well, you just saw one moving it, so some of them are able to move and some of them aren't. Here's a really cool one. It's boring into another protist that it killed or something else killed, and it's feeding on it. So if it'll start moving again, it kind of moves in a rotating manner and like bores a hole in it. You can see it has little cilia, those little hair-like things that look like they're moving around the edges of it. And do you think they live in extreme places? Nope. They might live in some places that we wouldn't want to live, like in blood. Those pink squiggly things, that's the protist that causes malaria, living in someone's bloodstream. We're going to skip this part. It won't work without the teacher there. All right, on to the Eubacteria Kingdom. Are they eukaryotic or prokaryotic? All bacteria are prokaryotic. Remember, they don't have a nucleus. They just have that loop of DNA. Multicellular? Unicellular? Both? They're all unicellular. How about consumer, producer, or decomposer? Eubacteria have a pretty wide variety also, so they can get their energy in a lot of different ways. So some are consumers, some are producers, and some are consumers that are decomposers. Do you think they have a cell wall? They do, although it's made of different stuff than plant and protist cell walls are made of, but they do have one. Do you think they can shake their bodies down to the ground? Yeah, some of them are able to move, not all of them. This picture shows an E. coli bacterium with flagella. Those long squiggly things are flagella. And do you think these live in extreme places? Nope. These are the ones that are found everywhere in pretty common places. They're on the table, they're on your hands, they're on your pencil, they're on your backpack. You slept with them last night in your bed. They're everywhere. All right, on to Archaebacteria. Eukaryotic or prokaryotic? Once again, all bacteria are prokaryotic. There's no nucleus there. And just like the other bacteria, they are all unicellular. Consumers, producers, decomposers? Same as Eubacteria. It's a mixture of all three. Do you think they have a cell wall? Yep, once again, they do have a cell wall, made of different stuff than plants and protists, but they do have one. Yep, just like Eubacteria, some of them are able to move around and some of them aren't. This picture shows two bacteria that have really long flagella. And extreme living, we've finally gotten to the ones that live in extreme places. Crazy hot places like a hydrothermal vent. Or really salty places. This is a salt flat, that's not snow. Also very acidic places. They live in a wide range of really weird places. Okay, you have another Venn diagram. So this time I would like for you to compare and contrast the Protist Kingdom to both bacteria kingdoms. This might be a little harder, so think about it. Use a partner if you want to.